Welcome everyone to the FIDE World Cup 2025. We are now into the third round of the event and we started with 24 Indians. What are we down to now? 10 Indians are still in the fray. The second round started with total of 17 Indians who were going to play, and it was very exciting. There were many interesting pairings, but in the classical section itself, there were 4 Indians who got knocked out. Surya Ganguly lost to MVL, Aronyak Ghosh lost to Aronian, we had Arvind Chidambaram who lost to Karthik Venkatraman, and P. Inian who lost his game against Guen Thaidaiwan, which meant that we had 5 Indians who had already moved to round 3 in the classical segment, and 8 of them went into the tie breaks that was today, and the tie breaks were absolutely insane. I think one of the players who just made it barely alive from the tie breaks was Pragnananda. He was completely lost in one of the games, and if he had lost that game, he would have been out, but his opponent did not find the winning move. Prag managed to draw that game and then eventually went into the 5+3 section and scored 2 wins, and he made it through to the third round. A very shaky performance from Prag, but very fighting spirit. Like, a lot of fighting spirit was shown by him. The other very interesting result that happened today was actually, I've written all down, Pranesh managing to win his encounter. Pranesh is now through to the third round. He beat Dimitri Kolars. Pranav V managed to beat Aryan Tari. SL Narayanan played excellently to beat Nikita Vityugov, and Vidit Gujarati got the better of 12-year-old Faustino Oro. So 5 of them moved on to round number 3, and there were already 5 players who had won in the classical section. Gukesh was one of them, Arjun was one of them, Hari Krishna was there, and so now there are totally 10 Indians who are moving on to round 3. And what are the pairings? First, Gukesh is taking on Frederick Swanner. This is going to be a tough pairing because the Swanner brothers are really strong, but I think Gukesh should have the slight edge there. Arjun Erigaisi is taking on the Uzbek player Shamshidin Wakhidov. Now, Shamshidin Wakhidov is a part of the Uzbek gold medal winning team in 2022 Olympiad. Strong player, but I think Arjun should be the favorite there. Pragnananda takes on Robert Hohanesian. Again, Prag is the favorite here, and the way in which Prag managed to survive, I think he should be able to make it through the third round. We have Vidit Gujarati taking on Samuel Shankland. This is going to be a huge encounter. I think Vidit has a good score against Sam and should very well likely, make it to the 4th round. We have SL Narayanan taking on Yu Yangi. SL Narayanan is facing strong opponents. He managed to beat a very strong opponent in this round, that was Vityugov, and now faces another one in Yu Yangi. Hari Krishna takes on Daniel Darda. Hari is the clear rating favorite here. We have Pranesh, that's the big one. Pranesh is against the top rated player of the tournament, Vincent Keimer. A big game there. And then we have Pranav, who's taking on Strema Vicious, who beat Wesley So. And we have Diptayan Ghosh against Gabriel Sargisian. After his performance against Nepomniachtchi, Diptayan could well be a small favorite here as well, although Gabriel's experience is immense. We have Karthik Venkatraman taking on Diach Bogdan Daniel, a very strong Romanian player. And these are the 10 pairings of the day. I think heartbreaking for Indian fans was, of course, Nihal Sarin, exiting. His opponent, Stamatis, is playing incredible chess, guys. He managed to beat Divya in round 1 and now Nihal. So clearly he is on a high, but yeah, we'll miss Nihal. And another big upset was Hans Niemann actually losing to Lorenzo Lodici, and that final moment where Lorenzo was so alert, because you know what, Lorenzo could have blundered with King F3 here, and Hans could have had the beautiful move Rook E5 to to sort of win the game, and that's such a beautiful move, because now if king f2, you have rook f5 check. If the king comes to the e file, then the pawn is not queening and it goes to the g file, you take the pawn with a check and come back. But unfortunately, that was not what happened. He played king g3 and managed to win his game. I managed to draw the game, and Lorenzo went. So Hans Niemann is also out. We have had major upsets. Nepo is out, Wesley is out, Hans is out. Well, who knows what will happen. Now only 64 players remain in the World Cup. We will be bringing you all the live action. Until then, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye-bye.